Hello everyone, Vinaya Tempe here. We are seeing the series on tenses. This is part 5 in that series. Last part of that series. One more, of course, I am making a video in the same series, 6th one, where I will be telling special tips for all 12 tenses, which is also having same importance. So watch all 5 videos plus the additional one which I will be making and adding in that same playlist. So please watch the full series. It's really very important. Today I am taking WH questions in all 12 tenses. There are 3 main tenses which you know now: present tense, past tense and future tense. Each tense has 4 kinds, that also you know: simple, continuous, present, perfect and perfect continuous. These are the 4 kinds of 3 tenses. So total there are 12 tenses in English. Now today let us see WH questions. Now WH questions means the word starts with WH. For example, what, where, when, how, which, who, whom. Only how is different, HOW, but it comes under WH question only. Let us start now. First is simple present tense. Simple present tense, when do we use this tense? When we want to tell something habitual. Any action which is habitual, continuously done, or which is regular or a universal truth, then we say those actions in simple present tense. Now here WH question is, what do you do? What do you do? Or what does he do? What does he do? Now in all there are some tips which I have written at the end, which I will be explaining again at the end of this video, but in middle also I will just tell you very quickly. Here do and does. Does is used when the subject is he, she or it. Do is used when the subject is I, we, they and you. Do and does in simple present tense. Second tense now, present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, when do we use this tense? When any action is going on at that particular moment in the present. Example now, where are you going? Where are you going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Where is he going? Where is he going? Action is going on at the present. Again here 3 are there verbs: am, is and are. Am for I, is for he, she and it, are for they, you and we. Tip again at the end. Okay. Next one now, present perfect tense. Present perfect tense, when do we use this tense? When any action is over just now, just a few minutes before, then we say that action in this tense. Present perfect tense. Questions are, when have you reached? When have you reached? Or when has he reached? When has he reached? Here also has and have. Has is used for he, she and it. Have is used for I, we, they and you. Okay. Next one now, present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Example, just a second. Here, okay, continuous. Now let me continue. Present perfect continuous tense. Why have you been talking? Why have you been talking? Or why has he been talking? Why has he been talking? Same thing. Has and have. He, she, it has. I, we, they, you have. When to use this tense? When any action which is going on for a longer period of time in the present tense. In the present. That time we use this tense. Present tense is over. Let us move on to the past tense. Again 4 kinds. First one is simple past tense. Simple past tense. Example, what did you do? What did you do? Only one question. Did is the past tense of do and does. Only one form is there. So question also is one, because for all nouns and for all pronouns only did is used in simple past tense. And when to use? Just when you want to ask something which is happening in the past. Okay. Second is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense, and the example is, where was he going? Where was he going? Or where were they going? Where were they going? Here again was and were. Was is singular. So used for singular nouns and pronouns. For example, I, he, she and it was. Were is plural, so used for plural nouns and pronouns. Example, they, we, you, were. So this tense is used when the action is going on for at that particular time in the past. Now the next is past perfect tense. Past perfect tense, and the question is when had she reached? When had she reached? Here only one question again. Reason, has and have, present tense. Here it is. Has and have, present tense. Past tense of has and have is had. Past tense is only one form, had. So for all nouns, for all pronouns, only had is used. So only one question, whichever noun or pronoun comes, format remains the same. WH word plus had plus subject plus the third form of the verb. This is third form of the verb, that is important. PP, past participle. Okay. Today I have taken different verbs here. So I have not written over there like earlier 4 videos. Different verbs I have used. Third form of the verb is used in this tense. And when to use this tense? When any action has been completed by some period of time in the past. That time we use this tense. And the last in past tense is past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense. Now question is, why had you been talking? Why had you been talking? Why had you been talking? Again WH, had, subject, been, verb plus ing is the format. When to use this tense? When any action is going on for a longer period of time in the past. So here also only one question, because had, same for all verbs, for all nouns and pronouns. Past tense of has and have is had. Now let us move to the future tense. First kind of future tense, simple future tense. Question, what will you do? What will you do? When to use this tense? Just when you want to say something about future. Enough. So what will you do? WH plus will plus subject plus the main verb. Here do is the main verb. Okay. Now second in that, future continuous tense. Future continuous tense is used when any action is going on at a particular time in future. Now question, where will you be going? Where will you be going? Where is WH? Will plus subject plus be plus verb plus ing is the format. Where will you be going? Okay. Next is future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. Question is, when will he have reached? When will he have reached? Now here WH comes first. Will plus he or she, whatever is the subject comes. Now whatever is the subject, have remains have only. That's the main thing over here. Why it is so? Because will has come in the middle. So he, she, it doesn't become has. It remains have, since will has come in the middle. Okay. So whatever is the subject, next is have only. Has will not come in this format. Plus reached is third form of the verb. Past participle of the verb. V3. And when to use this tense now? When the action is completed at a particular time by a particular time in the future. And the last one, future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense. When is used this tense? When we use this tense? When any action will be going on for a longer period of time in future. That time we use this tense to tell about that action. Question is, when will he have been talking? When will he have been talking? Format, WH word plus will plus subject plus have plus been plus verb plus ing. When I say verb plus ing, that verb is always V1, main verb plus ing. You cannot add ing to any other form of the verb. Only main verb and ing. So this is all about the 12 tenses and 12 questions which are WH questions. Now let us see the main tips which I have written at the end of this board. First is does and do. Does and do are the verbs. When do we use them? In simple present tense. Does is used for he, she and it. Do is used for I, we, they and you. Second tip, was and were is used in past continuous tense, was and were. Now was is singular, so I, he, she, it was. Were is for plural, they, we and you were. Third, has and have are used in perfect tenses, present perfect tenses. Has is used for he, she and it. Have is used for I, we, they and you. Past tense of has and have is had. And fourth one, shall or will. This is for all the future tenses, all four kinds of future tenses. I have used here only will. Shall also can be used when the subject is I or we. I and we are the subjects, then we can use either shall or will. But will is used for all, so I have written here shall for I and we, will for all. All nouns, all pronouns in future tense, we can use will. So better to remember will, shall if you remember well and good. And I think everything I've told about these tenses today. One more video I will be making which is on special tips on tenses. So that also is very important. These 5 parts are really important. Please watch the full series. Thank you very much for watching this video today. Bye bye.